Does it almost maybe become a challenge of how much weight can you lose in a given period of time? This creator lost 10 pounds in a week, maybe I could lose 11 or 12. We're back in business, and this time TikTok's going wild. For some reason, my For You page suddenly decided that I need to live a detox or a detox of some kind, and has now started promoting and pushing liver detox smoothie things down my throat as if it's trying to tell me something. And then I thought, what a great opportunity to speak about something that for some reason is still so prominent within the industry, despite so much information out there clearly stating that it is not what you think it is. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to talk about liver detoxes, detox smoothies, all that detox tea stuff you see floating around, because I think it's worth discussing. But remember, if you like this video or even learn something from this video, please consider clicking the like button down below and maybe even subscribing to the channel, as I would really appreciate it. But if you don't, that's okay. I'll just detox my liver until I feel better about myself. We're going to look at a collection of a few TikToks and we're going to learn some things along the way. I did a smoothie detox for 1 week, 10 pounds down. Let's discuss this shortly. Fat burner tea. Probably need some of that myself, to be honest. Lots of fruit like fruit. Blending some stuff. It's green. Probably doesn't taste that nice. Breakfast smoothie doesn't look that nice. Snack, a salad with an egg. That's wild. Another smoothie. Lots of colours. It's very colourful. I like colours. A bit of salmon, it seems. I respect it. 10 pounds down in 7 days. Weight loss doesn't always mean fat loss. 10 pounds down could be 10 pounds of any kind of weight. It could be partly fat. It could be muscle mass. Who knows? It could be water. It could be even food that has not yet been digested. Whatever it may be. So that's one thing. These diets, these smoothie diets, whatever it may be, often put you in quite a extensive calorie deficit, because again, you're not really consuming much beyond some greenery, some vegetables, mainly with a bit of fruit in there, maybe a portion of protein and a portion of fats. But realistically, the amount of protein you're getting and the amount of fats you're getting from that diet is probably not going to be enough for what you really need it for. Flip around, it's going to be a very micronutrient dense diet, which is cool. But realistically, from the macronutrient perspective, you only actually need 2 macronutrients to survive, and that's going to be fats and protein. Having carbs is obviously fantastic. I obviously have a lot of carbs in my diet, and they are very much important for energy and whatnot, but you don't technically need carbs to survive. Obviously, I'd usually recommend carbs, but I'm just saying you could survive without them if you needed to. But then what you're seeing from this diet is you get your portion of salmon, which is what, let's say 30 grams of protein with an egg in there. Protein is going to be nearer the RDA, which is actually a very low amount of protein. So if you're looking at muscle building, anything along those lines, or even muscle maintenance, for long term, you definitely want more protein than that. And fats, obviously, get a bit of fat from the salmon, the egg, and obviously the nuts, but still the fat intakes could be very low as well. So again, that's probably not going to be particularly healthy when you're considering hormones, etc., etc. The big thing here is 10 pounds in 7 days. People see that and they're like, wow, amazing, 10 pounds in 7 days, can't believe it. And the reality is this: you can lose a lot of weight very quickly doing an aggressive deficit. So for example, doing like a mini cut for like 2 to 6 weeks where you're in a very aggressive deficit, you can lose quite a substantial amount of weight, and it could be sustainable. But when you do these smoothie diets and smoothie detoxes where you drop 10 pounds in 7 days, oftentimes what happens is when you go back to regular eating, you tend to gain a lot of weight back very quickly, because a lot of what you're actually losing is probably just going to be undigested food. Would I ever recommend a smoothie detox? Probably not. The results they promise are not going to be realistic, although yes, you may have lost 10 pounds, but what does that 10 pounds actually consist of? And are you going to keep that 10 pounds off? I've liked it. Please don't do that, because it's going to promote it to me even more. How do I unlike it? Oh, I'm stuck. I can't figure out how to I figured out, don't worry. Oh, I've just liked it again. Fat burner tea. Behave yourself. Like majority of fat burners online in the supplement market aren't really a thing either. They're usually just a pill with a bunch of caffeine in that makes you really sweaty and probably not that hungry. They're not directly fat burners. So the fat burner tea, put yourself in the bin, behave yourself, just drink something yummy that you like. Green detox shots, made to help you detoxify accumulated heavy metals from your body, which cause serious damage to our health. Heavy metal, if there's Lorna Shore in my body, I'll take it, thank you very much. So we basically just got a shot of loads of green things, which again is going to be very micronutrient dense. We like that, we respect it. The big thing is oftentimes people promote these things of all these detox teas, these detox shots are going to help detox your liver. That's kind of one of the primary functions of your liver alone. You don't need a tea or a shot to detox your liver when your liver should kind of be doing that itself. And if your liver is not doing that itself, then I think you may have a serious medical problem, and it's probably worth seeing a medical professional. Again, it's just another spouting of misinformation that's kind of flown into the market to promise people that adopting these healthy lifestyle changes like detox shots is going to make them live a healthier lifestyle and also will help them lose loads of weight really quickly to get that summer body or that holiday body they're looking for, when in reality, like I previously mentioned, it's largely just a marketing stunt that is fueled by misinformation and potentially the sale of ineffective products. You don't need detox shots to help cleanse your body from all the things that are inside it. What you probably do need is a healthy diet that ticks all the boxes you need it to tick for your body, your goals, and your health, and also one that's probably quite micronutrient dense, getting the fruits and vegetables in there, although they may not necessarily directly contribute to the development of muscle or something like that, so maybe not directly fueling your goals from a performance perspective in some cases. From a health perspective, micronutrients are going to be a good time. So if you're going to have these detox teas and shots and whatever, I wouldn't ever use them for the intended purpose of detoxing. What I would actually use them for is just to get the micronutrients in, which you could just do so from eating more fruit and veg. But if it requires you spending money on the supplements or a special tea or something like that, put it in the bin. Don't spend your money on it. Spend your money on better things, like cats, and maybe dogs. Maybe a fish, other animals, who knows. As always, link below, you can apply to work with either myself, Ryder, or Beth on a one-to-one basis where we will coach you towards your goals. You can also look at the guides on the TFNL website. So we've got the growth guide, the home workout guide, the upper body blueprint, and the glute guide, which are very cheap fitness resources with loads of information and many, many weeks and months of programming to help you work towards your goals, depending on what those goals might be. And you've also got the Train Hero group coaching where you can join the home workout team, the gym workout team, or the Train Like Me team, in which is less than your Netflix subscription, and it's an alternative for any of those things, most of which can be found on the TFNL website, which is obviously linked down below, or by following their respective links. Tip 7 out of 30, do a liver detox once a month. Don't. The liver is the master of detoxification, so it's important to clean it up too. I wish someone would call me the master of detoxification. That sounds bloody cool.
You're my client this month, so I'm giving you all my secret tips that you should do when just starting your health journey.
I think she's just pouring oil into a thing. The liver plays a huge role with metabolism and is the master detoxer. This duo signals to the liver to open its bile ducts and gets anything stuck to flow on out.
Lower alcohol consumption only does so much. We need to actually give this a deep cleaning. This concoction grabs anything stuck to your bile ducts and flushes it.
Gonna be honest with you, I probably wouldn't do this myself. What I would actually do, what I would actually recommend, is probably just maybe adopting a slightly healthier diet by maybe increasing your micronutrients and choosing some potentially better food choices for you, your health, your goals, and your body. What those food choices are is completely up to you and where you are at this current stage in your life and your journey. You don't need to drink some gammy nasty things to feel better about yourself. You don't need to drink some gammy nasty things to detoxify the master of detoxification. That could be a good t-shirt. I like that. What you do need to do is just eat how you need to eat for you. Be that for your goals, be that for your health, be that for your body, whatever it may be. You need to eat however is best for you. And if you have deficiencies in certain areas, then maybe you could alter your diet to accommodate for those deficiencies and maybe level things out a bit. But you do not need to force feed yourself some nasty things because you think it's going to make you healthier and it's going to help the function of your liver, when in reality, your liver should be doing a pretty good job on its own. And with a healthy diet and some exercise and good recovery metrics beyond that, it should be in a good spot. There's also a part of me, I guess this could potentially be a slightly triggering aspect of this video, which wasn't intentional, wasn't on the plan, but I'm gonna maybe throw it out there just in case. So if this is triggering or upsetting, please don't continue with this video. Click it off now. You've tolerated me far too long anyway. But there's also this idea that adopting these kind of like detox liver and the detox kind of teas and things, I always kind of question how this could potentially impact people's relationships with food, in the sense that does this potentially lead them to believe that they can't consume things they actually enjoy and must live their life consuming foods and drinks that maybe make them miserable because they just taste so nasty, because they feel like it's going to help them achieve something? Does it almost maybe become a challenge of how much weight can you lose in a given period of time? This creator lost 10 pounds in a week, maybe I could lose 11 or 12. And in that in itself is obviously going to be a very slippery slope, because then you start challenging yourself to see how much weight you can lose in such a period of time. Firstly, potentially very negatively impact your health, and secondly, also potentially contributing to the development of an eating disorder or disordered eating. At what point do you turn around and say, actually, you know what, maybe the people online might not know what's best for me. Maybe who might know what's best for me might be a medical professional, or it might actually be yourself as well, depending. So there are a lot of things that kind of go into consideration there. Is that sadly a lot of these detox teas and whatnot are often driven by the sale of a bad product. There's a lot of money in the supplement industry. There's also a lot of money in the subsection of the supplement industry, we'll say, where they sell things that give us shortcuts, or they sell things that we believe might help our health and do what sounds really cool, like detox detoxing. When in reality, what they are often selling to you, in most cases, is probably going to be a bit of nonsense. And although there may be some health benefits behind it, like with most supplements, if not nearly all, you could probably get the benefit of whatever supplement you're choosing on buying or potentially taking by altering your diet and eating accordingly. Supplements are there to supplement, not to replace. I do kind of question, obviously I kind of have an idea of where these kind of supplements and these wild detox things came from, but I also kind of question is why they're still here. I think sadly, like with the PT industry, a lot of people kind of tell you things you want to hear, not what you actually need to hear, when I'm kind of here to hopefully debunk that and say, bin off the detox teas, bin off the fat burner teas, and bin off the detox smoothies and whatnot. Just maybe alter your diet that best aligns for your goals and your health and your body, if that's something you are in the position to do. If your relationship with food is not there yet, then please do not stress. You have bigger things to worry about, bigger things to focus on. I think your focus should be getting more comfortable in yourself, getting happier within yourself, feeling more in control and powerful within yourself, where you now can develop these better relationships with food, your body, and also potentially the world around us. And then at that point, you can then consider, do I need to change my diet to make me feel even better? And is changing my diet something that's going to help me, or is it going to hinder me? There is never any pressure. At the end of the day, you have to do what's best for you, and you should essentially alter your diet and alter how you want to live for you, not because somebody online has told you otherwise, not because a creator online has told you that you need a detox tea to be healthier. Does your doctor agree? Do you agree? But all I say is whatever you choose to do one thing properly rather than 5 things half-assed. If you choose 5 different things at once, you often get overwhelmed, and that often leads to the result of failure to achieve a goal. If you say, I'm going to nail one thing first, you nail that, you achieve that, you feel good, you feel powerful, you feel accomplished, you're ready to do the next thing. That's now become a habit, less of a concern, you move on to number 2. Nail that, number 3. Then all the things you previously nailed become habitual, and you no longer need to stress about them. If I say I'm going to do 5 things, where do I begin? Oh, I've now neglected this because I was trying to do this, and that's now neglected. Now I feel like I've failed them all, and I don't want to continue anymore. Do what's best for you, one thing at a time. Remember, there's no timeline, there's no deadline, there's no limit. You take your time and you go at your pace. You can achieve a lot of what you want to achieve, if not all of what you want to achieve, likely without buying into anything online. And if anyone or anything online makes you feel worse about yourself, that's something that's probably not worth consuming. Just my thoughts and opinions, just my waffle, and I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section too. Thank you for tolerating me. Thank you for tolerating my TikTok For You page, and thank you for tolerating the video.